The Best Hawaii, presented by Hawaiian Telcom.
Anyone seen these before?
Tell me about the beginning of Sustainable Coastlines Hawaii.
So the beginning of Sustainable Coastlines came before me being here, and our founder and our past executive director, Kahi Picaro, was sitting in his living room with a group of friends and talking about what they could do to give back to Hawaii, and realized how big of an issue the plastic pollution problem on our beaches had become. And Kahi grew up in Kailua, and he was standing on the beach and looking down at his feet and seeing the microplastic in the sand there and trying to understand what can we do about this. And so almost 10 years ago, they had their first beach cleanup at Makapu'u, and 200 people showed up. And since then, it's only grown to the point where we've had 1,500 people show up at beach cleanups.
Amazing. And so you're the expert now. He's passed the torch on to you, right? Tell me how you came to be here.
Yeah, a wild journey of coming here. After undergrad, which I studied communications, I also played baseball. For 5 years after college, I played a mix of professional baseball all over the world. So in Australia, in Germany, in Israel, and then on the East Coast. And at the end of it, I hurt my elbow, and it was time to call it quits and move on to something new. I had always been ingrained with this environmental ethic from my parents. I grew up along a river. My parents were bird watchers. My grandparents were the same. And so I came to Hawaii in 2010 to do my master's degree in natural resources management and retrain myself on a new way in life, and really got connected into this place through my work at school. And then I worked for the Surfrider Foundation for 5 years right out of finishing my master's degree, which was deep in this same world of plastics and coastlines protection. And that led to Sustainable Coastlines Hawaii.
That's a great story. So are you kind of a celebrity in the baseball world?
No, I wouldn't go that far. It was more like small teams where they bring Americans over to different countries and help you teach the younger kids and be the star of the team. So maybe a small celebrity in small places in the world.
I'm sure you have many memorable stories. You know, you make a huge impact, and I really appreciate all the work that you do. Is there anything that kind of stands out to you that you wanted to share?
Sure, yeah. I mean, with Sustainable Coastlines, I've had some incredible opportunities before I even started working for Sustainable. And Kahi brought me on a helicopter ride because I'm a photographer, and I was a volunteer photographer at one of their first fundraisers. And after that, Kahi really liked pictures that I took and said, I need to document marine debris around the islands, and I want to fly to Molokai to understand where the accumulation points are, and if you can help me document that. So I flew with him in a helicopter to Molokai, and 5 years later, I volunteered for the first time at the Molokai cleanup that we do. And it totally changed my whole life, because there's something that told me throughout my life: don't go to Molokai as a tourist. Don't go there just to take and absorb the place. Go there when there's a time that you have a time to give back. And we spent days cleaning Mo'omomi and connecting with the community there, hauling out thousands and thousands of pounds of marine debris from the North Shore of Molokai. And that really made me understand what's so special about Sustainable Coastlines, is that it is about community, it is about ohana and how we all interact with each other in that. And I'll never forget that experience. And it taught me too that what if we did that everywhere we traveled? That if we thought first, what can I give to the place that I'm going, and not what can I take from the place that I'm going? And I've carried that with me ever since.
That's beautiful. Were you able to kind of see in that 5-year span when you first went and then when you went back, had it gotten worse as far as debris, or had it gotten better?
Worse. Yeah, unfortunately, I think we're going to be dealing with an escalation of marine debris for a very long time in the future, just based on how much we're putting into the ocean each year and how much is out there now. Even if we stop using plastic today, we're going to have to be dealing with that mess. And that's why the work that we're doing is so important, because if it's going to keep coming, as we see that it is, we have to work on stopping it at the source, so that eventually we can get to the point where our children and their children's children don't have to be inundated with plastic on the beaches.
I wanted to kind of chit chat about little or simple things that we could do to help the environment. So I got some props, and I know you got some too.
Yeah.
So show me what you got.
I just have some simple things. I mean, some of the things that most people already know about, but bringing your own water bottle or your own utensil when you go out. These are those really initial things that people can do to join a plastic-free movement. Everybody has a drawer full of silverware at home, and just that mindset of, I can just take a fork and put it in my backpack or put it in my purse. And everywhere I go, that allows me the opportunity to refuse a single-use plastic, or even a single-use compostable utensil that is still used once and then thrown away. We shouldn't, that's the biggest thing, is that mindset.
So actually, I asked you to bring some props, and I brought some props too, and so it's kind of funny. Of course, reusable bag, which is so hard nowadays, and now they're asking, do you want a purchase bag, do you want a purchase bag? So just always have your reusable bag. But I also brought a flask, a hydro flask, and this is actually from Hawaiian Electric Company. If you get renewable types of resources, they also send you this water bottle for free to tell you renewable by 2045.
That's
so
fantastic.
I brought that to show you too, and then I also brought utensils. So this was a gift. My friend made the pouch, and it's chopsticks and then the straw with the cleaner.
Nice.
Yeah, and I love how everybody's going strawless lately. So yeah, so just something simple that I thought we could share with the people, and we're pretty much in line.
Yeah, exactly. We're very active through our social media, so at Sustainable Coastlines Hawaii, sustainablecoastlineshawaii.org, and follow us through those mechanisms and reach out to us, because we're always looking for more volunteers. Everybody is always welcome at our beach cleanups, and bring the family, bring the whole community, bring the whole neighborhood. We're ready for them.
Let's go.
Awesome.
Wardrobe for Olena provided by The Mauve Fox. Visit themauvefox.com.